How did you realize someone was completely harmless? When I got hired at the agency, the first thing I heard wasn't welcome. It was a warning. Watch out for Curtis. He was the operations manager, but everyone acted like he was the principal of a school full of adults. No one ever stood up to him. He yelled in meetings, slammed chairs. One time he actually punched a whiteboard because the marker dried out mid-sentence. He once shouted at a receptionist for sneezing during a conference call. People were terrified. On my second day, someone literally whispered, "If he asks you a question, just agree, even if he's wrong." He didn't just control the office. He controlled how people walked, talked, and even breathed when he was nearby. He gave me my first real assignment, preparing the pitch for our biggest client. Huge opportunity. Everyone knew it. I spent 4 days perfecting the slides. Woke up at 3 a.m. to double-check numbers. Practiced in the mirror until I could say it without looking. Curtis hated every draft. He'd scribble boring across pages and toss them at my desk. Once said I made PowerPoints for toddlers. I kept fixing it. Every version better than the last, but nothing was ever good enough for him. The morning of the presentation, I came in early just to run through it one last time. Laptop on, blue screen, rebooted. The file, gone. Every backup, corrupted. I stared at the screen, frozen. That's when I heard his voice behind me. "What happened?" I told him. He lost it. Started yelling loud enough for the whole floor to hear. Said I blew the biggest deal of the year. Told me I should pack up before I embarrassed myself further. Called me a disaster. His voice echoed through the office. Phones stopped ringing. People ducked into break rooms to avoid getting caught in the crossfire. And then, right in the middle of his screaming, the glass door opened. The clients were standing there, 5 of them, dressed in suits, holding coffee. They had arrived 10 minutes early and had watched everything from the hallway. Curtis went silent mid-sentence. The lead client raised an eyebrow. "Everything all right in here?" Curtis stammered. We're having a quick technical issue. Nothing serious." He stepped back like a cartoon villain realizing the camera was on. I stood up, took a breath and said, "I have printed handouts. I know the pitch. I'm ready if you are." The clients nodded and followed me in. Curtis trailed behind, silent as a ghost. I presented everything, without slides, without stuttering, just pure confidence. They asked questions. I answered them all. By the end, the lead executive shook my hand and said, "This was one of the best presentations we've seen all year." They signed the deal that afternoon. That night, our company sent out a congratulations email, and my name was the only one on it.
Curtis didn't speak to me for days. Then one morning, he showed up at my desk, tapped it twice and said, "Good job. I'll let you run the next one on your own." And he walked away. No yelling, no slamming, just the quiet shuffle of someone who finally knew he wasn't the scary one anymore.